Every year, millions of devotees flood the streets of Puri to surround these massive chariots. It is an overwhelming display of divine scale. But to understand this gathering, we must rewind the clock. Exactly 1 month before the chariots move, a secretive cycle begins behind closed doors. Most ancient traditions depict deities as immortal and immune to human frailty. The Jagannath tradition breaks that mold. It subjects its supreme deity to a biological cycle of human sickness. This timeline tracks the deity's physical status, a public bath triggering severe fever, followed by quarantine, treatment, and recovery. In a theological departure, for 15 days, the temple shuts, cutting the god off from the public. The architects of this temple designed a ritual that treats the Lord of the universe like a sick, ordinary human. To see how that humanization works, we have to look at how the physical preparations begin. The logistical timeline starts at Akshaya Tritiya. This is the day construction begins on 3 massive new chariots, the vehicles that will eventually carry the recovering gods. These multi-story wooden structures are built from scratch every single year. A strict historical constraint governs the build. Only sacred neem wood is used, and the use of modern machinery or power tools is forbidden. This work is carried out by hereditary guilds of craftsmen. They pass down manual techniques through the centuries, carving and painting every detail by hand. This manual construction is more than a building project. It preserves an ancient labor ecosystem designed specifically to serve a deity in a state of physical vulnerability. The catalyst for that vulnerability is Snana Purnima, when the deities are brought to the temple entrance for a public appearance. The biological arc is triggered by 108 pots of cold water poured over the deities. They are then dressed in the elephant form, Gajanana Besha. During Anusara, the quarantine is absolute. The temple shuts down and all public worship stops to allow the deity to rest. Inside, the temple servitors transition from priests to nurses. They apply ancient herbal medicines and provide a specialized diet to the incapacitated god. Outside, the devotional community adapts. While the main temple is closed, pilgrims shift to the Elanarth temple in Brahmagiri to keep the ritual cycle alive. For these 15 days, the creator of the universe depends on the herbal medicines and medical attention provided by ordinary people. At the end of the quarantine, the fever breaks and the deity recovers. Recovery is signaled through the ritual of Netrotsava, where the deity's eyes are ceremonially repainted to represent a return to health. The deity emerges with a revitalized physical form, known as Nava Jabana Darshan, or the viewing of new youth. This recovery is mirrored in the chariots waiting outside. Each has codified colors and flags: red and yellow Nandikosha, green Taladwaja, and black Darpadalana. The recovery is the prerequisite for the yatra. The parade serves as a public celebration of the deity's survival. On the day of the Rath Yatra, millions of people interact with the recovered deities. This collective fervor has remained consistent for centuries. This tradition uses sickness to remove the psychological distance between the divine and the mortal. Subjecting the god to a biological cycle forces a shift in the role of the devotee. They are no longer passive observers. They become caretakers responsible for the deity's survival. When it comes time to pull the ropes of the chariots, that shared responsibility acts as an equalizer. The physical act of moving the god dissolves distinctions of caste and social status. As the massive wheels finally turn, the crowd is welcoming back a recovered family member.